Hello, and welcome to another edition of Wisdom Kipa Wednesday with me, Kipa Chitan. I'm here to introduce yet another animal from the medicine wheel. Today we are talking about the bear. Good old Matawakan. One of my favorites, one of my absolute favorites. I am a bear at heart. I walk like a bear, I talk like a bear, I eat like a bear, and I sleep like a bear. So that's one way to see the strengths and the weaknesses that you have when it comes to comparing yourself to any of the animals, which is what I'm doing here. Teaching you the different animals so that you can learn the strengths. And if you've watched any of the previous episodes, you will see that by investigating and learning the most that you can about each animal, the more you're going to learn about yourself, the more you're going to learn about others. Today, like I said, we're talking about the bear. And the bear is a representation of introspection, the dreamer, the one that goes within. It's no mistake why they hibernate, why they are associated with hibernation, because that is a time that you have the quiet, that you go within. We talked a little bit about the void in the last episode, and in this episode, it's about that cave. You know, the bear goes into the cave for hibernation, and the cave for us as humans is akin to the void where we were created, where all the answers and all the questions are. So any questions that we have that ability to go within and to close our eyes to everything that's around us so as not to be distracted, and to sit and listen to not only Creator, but listening to yourself as well. What are the experiences that you've gone through? What are the observations that you've had of nature, of the people around you, of the environment that's around you? These are all things that bear loves to do. They love to be curious. They love to dig around. When they're in movement, they're always investigating things. They're always tearing apart the logs to see what's inside. They're looking for those rich, sweet nectars of the honey. So they want the good things in life. They want those things that are going to bring joy, that are going to extend life, that are going to be fun. Like when you think of characters that have been in movies that represent a bear, like a cartoon or something like that, the bears are usually the happy-go-lucky ones, which I consider myself as well. Because they go within and they find those things that not only make themselves happy, but by making themselves happy, they're going to make other people around them happy as well. They're going to bring that joy. They're going to bring that honey in their words, in their actions, in their considerations of other people. And this is why I have such a close connection with it, because I see them as very wise, for one thing, and very strong. Their bodies are strong. I come in a big body, and you don't have to come in a big body in order to connect to bear. But like I said, I'm very much akin to it. I know I'm talking about my connection a lot to it, but it helps me understand it more so that I can convey those things to you. Another thing that comes up for those that tap into bear medicine is actually the diet itself. Different bears eat differently. And just like us, we have different ways of eating, you know, whether it be paleo, keto, vegan, whatever it is. Each bear kind of has their own style of eating as well. With the brown bear, which is usually represented in most oracle cards, you'll see more brown bears than black bears and polar bears and panda bears. Brown bear mostly eats fish. They will eat big game as well, but especially the northern bears, they will eat salmon, which is very rich in nutrients. It's brain food. It's literally brain food. They're eating the brain. And that gives them the nutrients and the wisdom to, like I said earlier, is to endure life. With the brown bear, they eat mostly fruits. They eat the berries. They eat the vegetation that's around. Same with panda bears. They eat vegetation. They'll eat the bamboo. And then the polar bear, again, another fish eater or seal or the fatty wildlife that's around them that's going to give them that nutrients because they're in colder weather. So we have to look at all these different things. These are the thinker parts of the bear. The introspection. Yes, we can go within on a very deep level, but we can go within to get those simple answers as well. Just as far as like nutrition, or do I go left or right, or any of those things, that we have the answers within us. And bear is going to bring that introspection that we need. They're also ones of warmth, to give that warmth. They know how to stay warm, but I'm speaking of the warmth of the heart, the warmth of, as I said before, compassion, of love, of friendship. And that includes the self, being a friend to yourself as well, being warm-hearted to yourself as well. So looking at all the different aspects of bear, looking at they're four-legged, they represent the West, which is how to get things done, how to finish a project. So this is where that introspection comes into play, and it's beneficial for that. They represent the color black, which is that darkness, the void, where you get those answers. And they also represent strength as well. You'll see that in cultures throughout the world where bear will be on shields or emblems or in the caves, anything. They're often depicted as a symbol of strength as well as that gentleness. So you have that balance, not only of the male, female, but of the strong and the soft as well. So just really looking at the strengths of the bear and what it is you want to bring out within yourself. What strengths do you want to bring out of yourself in order to figure out situations, bring a remedy to issues, or help another in some way, even if it's a way of healing someone through your words, through your actions, through your heart. So once again, thank you for joining me and listening to the wisdom of the animals. Please like and share and comment below, subscribe, see all the other episodes that are on here, and let me know what animals you want to learn about. Drop a little line and say, hey, I'd love to hear about this animal, and I'll get to those. And thank you again for joining me on Wisdom Kipa Wednesday. Until next time.